Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to this episode. Tonight's episode is Agile Block Marathon Madness. And and happy Tuesday night. So let's begin. So today we're going to talk about season 1, episode 58, Miss Warnock, Help Me. And season 2, episode 19, Miss ShEEp, Help Me. So here we go. So let's begin. Let the games begin, and the games begin. Okay, let's begin. So let's start with season 1, episode 58. Miss Warnock help me. So this is a normal day, an average day. He goes to Breakfast Club with Erica and with everyone else, and they chat and they have fun. They do games, they do activity, they eat breakfast. And then they go to first period, which is Miss Endrick's English class, and they're doing lesson and an activity, getting it done, doing the grind of the day. The second period, Miss Warnock, um, they're working on reading assignment, getting it done, and then they go to Pre-Algebra with Miss Cornell. Um, and it's kind of stressful, like always. And he really needs help with this assignment, this activity that they're doing in the class. And Miss Warnock is in there, and he's asking Miss Warnock, "Help me, help me, help me!" Oh my gosh! And Miss Warnock goes over and helps him with his assignment. He's having a little bit of anxiety and panic attack. We all been there, done that with math and with science and all these challenging process that we have took personally in our lifetime. You too. So it's not just my character, but it is my character, but it's all of us. We all been there, done that in school when we were in school. But Miss Warnock comes over and they help it out, and Hunter comes down. Everything's chill, everything's good. We're all good. But he gets through it. They go nuts. He has his board meeting with his members. They do TikTok. They do games. Their game day, pop most likely, and then they eat lunch, and then they go to head over to Stay Hall, do that, and then Miss Fairchild's science class. They do bell work, and then they do their assignments. And they have a lesson, and then they do choir with Mr. Neville. They're practicing for a future concert, which I can't wait to talk about in the future on Marathon Madness. And then they go to Chaotic Civics sixth period with Mr. Winwich. Um, so it's kind of chaotic. They do lessons, they do activity, do assignment, but he gets through it, and then he goes to resource. It's kind of always stressful. He doesn't see Erica. She must be doing something else. She's usually there, which kind of gets Hunter anxiety, and more panic. We all been there, done that. And he has to work on his math homework for the night. And usually Erica is the one that helps him. So he's kind of panicking. Miss Warnock is always busy with the other students, with their homework and stuff. Um, And she helps Hunter too, but Hunter don't need her help because she's with Erica. He's with Erica, so he's kind of panicking. Erica, Miss Warnock calms him down, takes him to the hall. Calm down, calm down. You need to calm down. Let's work on it. Go over to my desk, and I'll help while after I get done. With When I get done with the other people, I'll get back to you and um, e- every once in a while I'll have to go to. So Hunter tries to calm down, but is a little bit stressed um, because needs to get the homework done tonight to feel satisfied and not worried about it. We all been there, done that. He's saying, Miss Warnock, help me, help me. That's the theme of the whole episode. So Yeah. But Hunter and Miss Warnock works on the homework. She works with her students. They work on homework. They work with other students. Work on homework. Work, back and forth. But he gets it done. He gets his homework done. He's saying, "Thank you so much, Miss Warnock, for helping me." And then he gets it done. And the bell rings at 3:35. He gets up the door and he moves on. Now let's fast forward over to season 2, episode 19. So here we go. So this is an average day again. Breakfast club with everybody. English with Miss Hendricks. Reading with Miss Warnock. Math with Miss Carnell. He gets it fluid. It's stressful. Like always, gets fluid. But actually, it's just that there's no homework tonight for some reason, but there's just not. But anyway, it's just an activity today, which is nice. And you'll find out later. And then, um, yeah. And then he goes to lunch, board meeting, eat lunch, all that jazz. And then study hall, science with Mr. Fairchild, bell work, lesson, activity, all of it. And then he goes to choir with Mr. Neville, and they practice for their upcoming concert, which is going to be a Christmas concert. So there we go. So this is now the end of the first semester of his 8th grade year. So that's where we're at. We're fast forward. We go back and forth from there. Marathon happening. But they're practicing, and they've been practicing for a month or so or more for this Christmas concert, which is called Christmas Late Wonderland of Song, Christmas concert. So that's what they're doing. So that's what they've been practicing for, and they practiced for it today. And Mr. Neville announces um, that at the seventh period resource, they're going to practice. At a certain time. Um, So Hunter says, "Okay, that's fine. Thank God I don't have no math homework tonight to work because that's when seventh period he usually works on it. So that's not disrupted. So thank God, right? And since this later at near the end of seventh period, and close to and midway through, so he could still see Erica too, which is nice. He always enjoys hanging out with her. Uh, but with that being said. So they just practice and they get done, and then he goes to sixth period, which is chaotic civics, and then he goes a little bit to, he goes to resource to the first half, and he's kind of disappointed because Erica is not there today. She was at Breakfast Club, but she's not there, and he wasn't expecting that, and why he wanted to hang out and show Erica this funny video. And this video has a lore to it. This video, and I'll explain it, was first seen on Hey Hunter, which was my other show that we did, the first show here on Disney. Um, so during Hey Hunter, during one of the days in the reading class with Miss Warnock, and they watched this story video, um, which Hunter loves. Um, It's about animal migration. It's this sheep type animal called pronghorn. So and there has migration, and there's a part of the video where Hunter and his friend, the old bird leader Hayden, which is also in this class, where they were watching it in class, and this lady who was trying to fix the migration problem with the sheep-like animal. So, um, um, and they watch it, and the lady says, and they have it once the sheep have a safe way to migrate. That's the whole thing is that migration and how it needs to be safe, and they create a system so it's safe for these animals. and this woman who's in charge of it, or the leader of this thing, um, she had she was watching the sheep go through this overpass, and she was like, "Oh, there they go! Oh my gosh, wow!" And how she said it and how she did it made Hunter laugh. And you know Hunter's laugh, which you'll see, and you'll see the clip of Hunter watching this video of Hayden. Um, but but that's the horror of it. So it starts with Hey Hunter, and then Hunter brings it back at least for some stuff with with Erica. So they watch it to time during their free time, and it's just so fun. For some reason, it's so funny to Hunter. Um, and Erica, they usually watch it time to time. It's something funny that they do. So when they're not doing math homework, so he thought since he didn't have no math assignment, and that even though he had to practice for choir, um, um, that they would be able to watch it, that he would have some free time before he had to go practice in the auditorium for choir, which he still has to go to. But um, so he's kind of freaking out, and then he just watches the video on his own, which you will I got what you'll see, um, which you already saw. Um, Waiting, and then the announcement from Miss Warnock goes up in the email from Mr. Neville that he's ready for us to go to the auditorium practice for this choir concert. So he walks over there because that's a part of his responsibility as a choir student. Okay? So he goes over there and he sees Erica in the hallway, and she's leaving. And she says she has other things and she's kind of disappointed that he wasn't with us. And she says bye, and he kind of gets a bit panicky and upset. And they go his way, like, Miss Sheep, help me, Miss Sheep, because Erica, E, and sheep is a part of E. The E is in the word sheep. Like, oh my gosh. So he just goes, he's all upset for probably no reason. It's kind of crazy. But he goes into the choir room, I mean, not the choir, the auditorium, and everyone's supposed to go up to the stage and practice. But Hunter's just so emotional that he and Erica miss sheep. They get to watch the sheep video that he loves so dearly at resource. Oh my gosh. So he just sits in the auditorium and is crying, and no one and he didn't go up to the stage and he didn't partake in the practice, but he was there where he was supposed to be, so he wouldn't get in trouble. But he just stayed sitting. He didn't go up with the other students. The other students that were in the road going up to the stage. I'm not going up there. Move on. I just, oh, I think it watch this video of the sheep in half with Eric. So, but everyone else, they do the practice without him and he don't get in trouble, which he thought maybe. But he was defiant. He was just sitting there and watching the performance. The practice, crying. But he calms down. We'll watch it again another time. It'll be okay. But he just watches it and it's too late to go on the stage. He don't want to embarrass himself even more going on the stage like 10 minutes late. So, but he watches the practice. He thinks he's Hunter's a good singer. I'm a good singer personally. He thinks he'll do a great job no matter what, and he'll just follow the other people during the concert. He don't need to practice. He can do it on his own. I can do it on my own. That's my attitude personally, and Hunter's attitude, and that should be yours. You can do it on your own. You just need to follow the leader, and you'll be okay. You got this. Hunter got this. He can sway it. He'll strut his stuff and sway on that stage during that Christmas program. He don't need practice. He got practice now, and they've been practicing for months. So he got this. He got this. There's gonna be more practice on the stage. And he's just in a bad mood. But he gets over it. He struts out once the bell rings. He walks out, struts his stuff out of the auditorium. He gets on the bus and he heads home. And that's it for that episode. So thank you for watching tonight's episode of Sagile Bot Marathon Madness. See you Wednesday night for another episode of Sagile Bot Marathon Madness. And may God bless you all. Have a good evening. And bye, everybody. Love you all. Bye.